Welcome to another episode on our channel. In our last episode, I kind of gave you an overview of what I was hoping to do in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And one of the things I wanted to do was to customize Glenn from The Walking Dead. So I found a body that really matches well. I just need to put him in hot water and hope he fits on this joint very nicely. If not, we'll have to try another body. The one thing about this body is that the joints are very visible. So one shirt that I might have used would have been a short sleeve shirt, but this is out of the question. So it's going to be a long sleeve shirt if this body does indeed work. So I'm going to put this in hot water and pull it out in a second, and hopefully it'll go on very nicely to this attachment or this peg here. Pretty warm. And let's try it this way so you can watch me do it. Yeah, he does fit on there. It's loose though. Well, it's workable though. Okay. So there he is. And again, it has joints, so I'm not going to use a short sleeve shirt. I want to use this long sleeve shirt. I have another shirt with a zipper that's semi-long. I think the longer one is one I've seen him have on the show. So first things first, I'm going to put the pants on. And let me find the front. Okay. And hopefully this will fit. And if it's a little too loose in here, we can put a little like Kleenex or something like that. A rubber band sometimes will give it a little more stability up here. But the pants look like it's going to fit. Yeah. And for the shirt, I think what we'll do is put his arms up like we typically do. Arms in, up and in. And here's the front part of the shirt. He's facing me, so I turn it around. And now let's just put it on. You know what we did wrong? I hope you caught it. We put the head on first. There's no way that's going to fit over the head. And in this case, we need to put the head on last. So arms in again. Find the opening. There it is. Turn around. Let's get this shirt on. And here we go on the other arm. And tugging it down. That's so much better. Make sure the arm goes into place in the right way. You'll usually feel whether it's right or wrong. It'll just feel awkward. But you want it to kind of have a square shoulder look by the time you're done. So we definitely do there. And his joints are covered. Absolutely perfect. So now redo the hot water, and I'm sure it will go on just as easy as it did before. Right? There it goes. He's looking pretty good. Now, what I would probably do with him is just kind of roll the sleeves up just a touch. Yeah. Just like that. Just up a touch. But I think we're starting to get the look that I want to see with this guy. The next thing to pick out are hands. So I have my stash over here. Look at his face. That's too light. Too light. So we're going to go with these. Maybe hands that hold weapons on both sides. I think that will work out the best for him. So I'm going to put these hands into the hot water. You know, maybe I'll put the trigger hand in there too. Oh, out came the trigger finger one first. That must mean something. All right. There we go. That's on there. Now, the only problem, that's such a big joint, is that I'm tempted to put like a band, wristband, or a watch on there to kind of hide that a bit. So I probably will do that. Yeah. And the color is a little off, isn't it? So and it's a little large, but you know, they're making hands a little too large. And the only thing I could really redress that is by using fists. And unfortunately, that will not allow him to hold on to any weapons. So I think we're going to have to just live with it. I don't think this hand is any smaller. No, it's identical. So I have noticed that with hands. They tend to make them a little larger than what they should be. And that's a little irritating. So maybe a little wristband or a watch will help. Certainly holding a weapon can kind of cover up the hugeness of the hand. And maybe just painting it slightly so the shades just a touch better with the body would be very helpful. Regardless, I have no smaller hands. All right. It goes on really nicely when you have hot water there. So, yeah. You might want the sleeves all the way down to try to help. And a trick I've used is to take a piece of felt and just put it around the end of the shirt. You usually won't see where the felt begins and ends, and it will hide that bulge that's sticking out like that. So I think that's what I'll end up doing. I really would like to have his shirt up, but it's either put wristbands on, and you could do that with a watch and another wristband of some form, or like I said, put the sleeve all the way down, put a little felt here to cover up the ball joint. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents there. Regardless, I think he looks good all in black. And I did see him in a couple episodes with black. So I think that'll work. I'm going to have to find some different shoes or boots. These are kind of brown. and I'm not sure if the pegs are going to work. We'll figure that out in the next episode. But if I just fit him on here with the shoes, I think it will look a lot better if he has black. He's all in black. But, maybe a little brown might be a nice change of pace. And maybe we can throw a little brown on him in some other way. So here we have him so far. Pull the shirt back down, pull the pants back up a little bit here. Showing a little bare skin, I guess, in the back. Now let me move him back a little bit more. Good. Okay. So that's going to depend upon the accessorizing piece. I think I will paint his hands slightly to have the color merge a bit better if the wrists are showing, unless I am able to get a piece of felt around here so you don't really notice the change in color tone as you go, as your eye kind of works itself down the arm. You can see that color change in the ball of the hand to the actual hand itself. So it's either a color change or you cover up with felt or watch or wristband or something. And I think that will work. And of course, if he's carrying some weapons, you can hide the hugeness of the hands. Unfortunately, they are making hands a little larger than what I would prefer. That's kind of frustrating. The fisted hands look really, really good in terms of proportion, size. In fact, hold on, let me show you real quick. It's just so much better on this side. Well, that's the wrong hand, but it is definitely smaller. So, but then again, you can't really pose him holding a weapon. So you do what you can. So in the next episode, we will figure out if we're going to stay with these shoes, see if our pegs fit this particular body, because sometimes the pegs that you have won't fit certain bodies. And then you have to get a little creative in terms of how you want to do things. So we will get creative if we have to. We might decide to go with a different colored shoe as well. But the most important thing in the next episode is to accessorize him. So hang in there. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.